Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTbase.com. Welcome to your weekly COT review. Today we're going to be analyzing the 39th Commitments of Traders Report of 2022. In the later part of the video, I'm actually going to show you gold on shorter time frames using the iCOT Intraday Indicator. So let's start off and look at the Canadian dollar, where as you can see there is a 34% change in commercials net positions. This time we're analyzing futures only data. And we're looking at this change compared to a 52-week look-back period, and you can see that the magnitude is 34%, quite a bit of change, much greater than the ones we had before, even though those were greater than average, but this one's even greater. Top 5 changes, I would say, or top 10 definitely. And you can see that the decline in the Canadian dollar has actually sort of stopped. So this may actually signal that this change in traders' positions, the signal that it's producing may actually be effective in the near term, and we may see the Canadian dollar rising on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday possibly. Now moving on to the 5 years chart, we get a chance to examine the stress level in the Canadian dollar. You can see that it's definitely leaning towards the bullish side of the market. We do see greater extremes back from like 2019. Drawing attention or caution to this analysis, and stating the possibility that it could actually go even further, and we may see even greater extremes before we reach a bottom. Nevertheless, it is a stress level to talk about. Moving on to the feeder cattle, the next market, which is feeder cattle, we have a 21% change over here in commercials net positions. You can see the change size over there, a bit larger than average, but nothing huge. We have seen a bit of a rise already. Moving on to the 5 years chart, you can see that we are in a bullish extreme zone, supporting the continuation of this rally that's been going on for quite a bit of time now, since mid 2020. Swiss franc is the next market. 19% change over here in commercials net positions, greater than average change size. You can see that there is a sort of bottoming over here. This change signal may actually be effective. We will see most definitely in the next couple of days, next week. Moving on to the 5 years chart, you can see that here the extreme is more or less neutral, nothing to talk about. So you can see the most bearish extremes back from August of 2020. We had significant bullish extremes, and we are more or less in between those, so not an extreme stress level in this market. Moving on to large speculator COT Extreme, we've got the metals complex on top, but we're going to skip that. Something for our subscribers where we combine different markets from the same sector, and we come up with a combined COT data. We're going to open not energy complex, but gold. Here we have a 178 report extreme in large speculators. Actually, that's the exact extreme level in commercials as well. It is significant. We have not seen this for over 3 years now, but it is something that can grow to even greater levels. So if gold were to continue its path downwards, we should expect this stress level to become even greater, possibly something that we've seen in October of 2018. Okay. Now let's move over to the iCOT Intraday Indicator, and since we stopped with gold, let's open gold. You can see this is gold on a 1 hour candlestick chart, and you can see the intraday indicator in action. You can see underneath the chart we have commercials, large speculators. Of course, this is data not from CFTC. It is our own indicator that we worked on for many years to develop. When large speculators have an extreme, you can see that the candlestick changes color. You can see to blue. Those are extremes in speculators. When we get a yellow diamond, that's actually an indication of a commercial extreme. So you can see how well that is pointing out the shifts in trends within a day. Let me show you how a 15-minute candlestick chart looks. You can see that we have some speculators extreme just before this bottom. We have a few commercial extreme signals as we reach this top. Wonderful signals here, bouncing off, and then of course going higher. Let's move to the 5 minutes candlestick chart. What a beautiful signal over there, just at that top. Amazing. And as we enter down to lower price territories, we have bullish extremes. And let's have a look at the 1 minute candlestick chart. And by the way, this is a default setting for the indicator. You can specify the stresses that you're interested in by increasing or decreasing the limits for the signals. So this is the iCOT Intraday Indicator. If you want to know more about it, we do have a page called Indicators, and you will find a lot of educational material here, example charts and videos that will guide you through this tool, how to use it. Thank you very much for being with me in this review. I appreciate your attention. I wish you guys a wonderful weekend, and I hope you will be with me in my next COT review. Take care. Goodbye.